rolling. We're rolling.
Jake's fading fast, everybody, so bear with us on this one.
Energy level just took a shit midway through the day here. So if I look unenthused, I'm not. I'm excited. I'm happy. But I'm just tired.
Oh.
I feel like I need a nap. We just filmed some exclusive Patreon content, which makes it sound like
naked
just
OnlyFans shit.
But it wasn't. It did involve food, but also makes it sound a little dirty. But I think I'm just fading because of the food we just had to eat for Patreon.
Have you ever had sex with food? Not with food, but like you're having sex and then you're eating at the same time?
No.
Like a Seinfeld episode?
No. I thought you meant if food was involved.
No.
Yes. Have I ever eaten like
a pastrami sandwich
like
what's his face does during sex?
No. I've not.
I would have taken you for someone that would do something like that.
You would look at both of us and think that I'm the one that does that?
Clearly.
Huh. Interesting. It looks like I drink protein shakes while I make love, and it looks like you have Baconators. So let's get our facts straight here.
They're low-cal Baconators.
Okay, everyone. So welcome back. We're off to a fiery start today. Today we are talking about where's that damn thing at? Chris had one job to do, and where's the pistol? It's in the case.
Oh, I brought it for the presentation.
Can't even be seen. That's what we're talking about. So it's the Walther PDP, and it's pretty interesting. And we're gonna break it down. We're gonna do all that kind of shit. I don't know that you need it in the case. We're probably gonna hold it and show it.
Well, before we do that, tell the people at home what we do.
We do a lot of things. We entertain the youth of America, Gustavo down in Brazil. We have a lot of senior citizen viewers these days.
Are you talking about my gal Ethel?
Ethel she's been a viewer for a while now. Sometimes she sends us in little clips of her watching our videos, and it's pretty cute.
And it's always with fresh baked cookies.
Yeah. Like Ethel is the shit, and we support her, and she supports us, and it's just Ethel. So there's that. But yeah, beyond that, the 1911 Syndicate, what do? We sell real estate, and it's kind of a niche thing that we do. A lot of our clients are military and LE and first responders, and you may think are they though? Yeah, they are pretty much exclusively. They're guys that like to shoot and do all kinds of wild shit and jump out of planes and yada yada yada. So pretty much no matter where you are, just send us a message if you need something, and we will do our best to help you, or we will politely tell you that we cannot help you, which sometimes does happen. And then
very rarely though.
Yes, sometimes people earn that though. And then hey, Patreon, like Ethel, she's on Patreon with us. So if you want to donate, you can give us your money. That's cool, no biggie. Okay, so the Walther PDP. So first things first, relationship with Walther, nada. They do not know us. We do not know them. The gun was loaned out to us by Jeff at RDR Kydex, and really, what can you say about a guy like that?
Other than he's a villain.
Yeah. So, will we have more cheap gun challenges coming? Maybe, everybody. But so here's the deal. The PDP. Do you know what it stands for?
PDP, pistol.
Performance duty pistol.
Okay.
Super close though. I wrote this to myself, and I think it's a fair point. So this gun suffers from what I call Springfield Hellcat syndrome, and what I labeled that as is basically the skepticism that I develop when a pistol comes out, and the day that it comes out, a bunch of popular people tell me that it's amazing.
Yeah.
And in my spidey senses, they perk up, because it's just like,
that's a red flag for me.
Well, what's the deal? And that's all I typically want to know, as I think, frankly, you guys want to know. I think you're actually pretty fair. If someone says, look, I was either paid to say this or given this thing or whatever, I think people just like to know the relationship. But again, when a bunch of people tell me this thing is great, the day that it comes out, which clearly means you had it in advance, hey, I just like to know the nature of that relationship.
You didn't have it in advance. You haven't even shot it, but you're being paid or in some way, shape, or form to tell us that it's great.
Yeah, so look, all I'm saying is my skepticism does exist on guns like this. And with the Springfield, hey, I really like the Hellcat, actually. The RDP version, not quite as much, but the regular Springfield I quite like. So we will explore. Is it good? Is it not? We're going to let you know. People rave about Walther striker fire guns. I mean, it's very much a category guns. Walther striker fire guns people love, and they're very adamant about it. And I wouldn't say I've been resistant to it. That's not accurate. It's just been, I'm ignorant to it. Like, I don't know. I've never spent time on them, and I've never really shot them to have an opinion one way or another prior to the PDP here. So, PDP's designed to be a red dot gun. The ergonomics and everything as we'll break down, it's designed to be a red dot gun. So could you get this? Could you run irons on it? Of course, it comes with iron sights. They're shit, but it comes with iron sights. Designed to be a red dot gun, okay? Let's break this thing down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Break it down for us.
Here we go. First things first, it's a modular gun. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean a couple
That's
of
a
different
hot
things.
button word nowadays,
It's a
too.
hot word, modular. If you're in doubt about what to say about your gun, just say it's modular, man, and people are going to buy it. So here's why it's modular. So you've got two different frame sizes. You got compact and you got full size. What we have here is the full size, okay? Full size frame takes 18 round mags. Compact takes 15 round mags, aka the same as a Glock 19. So this, even though being like the same, you know, essentially a full-size frame, which would be like a Glock 17, you get one extra round, so you get 18 plus 1. Capacity on Fleek, is that what they say? There was a time when that was popular. I don't know if it's still popular. I don't say it. On
That's
Fleek?
the younger gentleman.
Do
Do you guys still say fleek?
Maybe 6 or 7 years ago.
6 or 7 years. Okay, cool.
About
So
right.
like, you know, 2015 on Fleek was the thing to say. And there's different slide lengths. So there's 4, there's 4.5, and there's 5-inch slides. Now, what I find interesting about this is that basically all of these things are interchangeable, hence the modularity of it. Because what the gun does, it runs on the same recoil spring assembly. That way, if you've got the compact frame and you want to put on a 5-inch slide, which would be the equivalent of like a 17, Glock 17 with a grip chop down to a 19.
Correct.
You could do that. Don't have to swap out the recoil system, right? And that's pretty neat.
That's another check in the fleek box.
Yeah, correct, right? Super Fleek. Super Fleek? Is that a thing? Super Fleek.
Super fly, super fleek?
Yeah, Super Fleek. And then, so anyway, so really what you have with this, you got the full-size grip, and then you got a compact slide. So this would be the equivalent of what in your Glock world?
19X?
Yeah.
Or a G45?
Yeah, 19X, Glock 45, right? Basically, which to me is the wrong configuration. I actually like a longer slide gun with a shorter grip because it's better to conceal. Why 19Xs are so popular got me.
They just shoot soft, man.
Yeah, that's what by Grizzle Glock War, so take that with a grain of salt. Now, red dot ready. So here's the different things. It comes with a plate cover, okay? It's not obviously going to come with a red dot. It's just going to come with a plate cover, and then you can take that plate cover off and throw on your red dot of choice. What you are going to want to do, because it doesn't come with a plate direct from the factory, you buy the gun, you can call up Walther. I don't know what their number, 1-800 Walther. Just call 1-800 Walther, tell them you talk to us and you're calling, and basically what the deal is, you call them up and you just say, look, this is the red dot that I'm going to be running on this gun. I need a plate adapter for it. They will send you your first one for free, and then if you need subsequent ones, you pay for those. Now, that sounds like you're getting a deal. I think it's a little clever switcheroo is what I think.
Why is that?
I'll tell you why. I know exactly why. This is the tale of unused gym memberships. This is how you make all your money, is that you sell a gym membership to a bunch of people that don't use it. You set this up and you say, hey, look, just call us. We'll send you your first plate cover for free. A lot of people aren't going to do it.
Man, I would disagree with you on that. Working in a gun store, people call the left and right for stuff. Now, they'll call us first, like, you know, I bought this gun from you and it didn't come with this. Well,
Yeah.
yes, or we told you need to contact the manufacturer. Oh, okay, I'll do that. So I'd say more people probably will call for a plate than not, especially nowadays.
But here's where they make up their money. Okay? I'm just analyzing Walther's business plan on this
Yeah.
gun. Here's where they make up their money. While you buy an MOS Glock, right, and it comes with all these bullshit plate adapters.
Correct.
They're just saying, look, hey, first one's on us. You need the other ones, you got to pay for it. So they're coming out ahead on this. Instead of sending you a bunch of different plate adapters, they're saying, hey, look, first one's on us. You got to call, right, and we'll send it to you for free. So they create little barriers of entry. And frankly, look, props to you. This guy does business development. Hey, good on you, Glock or fucking Walther. Good, I think it's clever. But hey, they'll send you your first one for free. Subsequent ones, you got to buy those. Pretty neat little system there. So, given that it's designed to be a red dot gun, the dot sits a little bit lower in the slide. Point behind that is that so even with a dot on, you can still index your irons. Can you test that for me? Because I really haven't played with that too much. Can you still see those irons? Like,
Not even in the slightest.
okay, so here's what it is. That plate, I'm assuming, okay, a little bit of bro science here, but the plate that is on that to throw on that Hollow Sun 50
507K?
509T. Sorry, brain freeze. 507's the other one I got. 509T is that's not a Walther plate carrier. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that it's probably sitting a little bit higher than the factory ones that Walther would send you, which is why you're not co-witnessing with those irons right now. Have I tested that theory? No, but I have a feeling it's pretty spot on. So there's that, but it is designed to sit a little bit lower on the optics so you can use your irons. The ergonomics themselves are designed to be a red dot gun. So here's how I've seen it explained in videos. Basically, let me see this thing real quick.
Yeah.
Basically, the see at the bottom here, this little like pinky sweep.
Yep.
Here's why this is cool, but not particularly relevant in this case. Basically, this was, I think, on a Colion Noir video where you had some Walther reps out, and they were basically saying, hey, like, the problem when people bring up a red dot and they're trying to acquire it and they don't find it, what they were saying, and again, take this for whatever you want, saying, hey, look, if you squeeze that pinky, right, you apply some pressure down here, typically it will kind of magically, you will find it. So basically, they built in this pinky sweep to have a point where naturally you're going to be placing that little bit of leverage on it, which is going to help you acquire the red dot. I can't verify whether that's true or not, because the reason that I say it's helpful but not helpful is because that is a massively long grip, and like, look, my hands don't use the full grip, so it's like I'm not even making contact with it.
You have children hands, though.
Maybe, but maybe not.
I mean, my pinky's sitting on that sweep anyways from my dominant hand.
Yeah, so like you might catch it a little bit. I can't, again, given that grip is bigger than I would do a compact grip, that's just better fit for me. So I can't really verify the pinky sweep thing, but just know that the point is that the ergonomics are designed to help you actually acquire the red dot more easily. Which for those of us who, really both of us who don't shoot a lot of red dot pistol, that's changing, but don't shoot a lot of red dot pistols. Apparently the ergonomics are supposed to help you with that.
I will tell you, back to the not shooting a lot of red dot pistols. If you guys have followed the channel for a little bit, you guys know that I have a difficult time breaking away from Glock to the point where it even annoys me. This gun has been in the shop a bunch. Lots of people buy them. That means nothing to me because a lot of people are idiots. However, this gun is pretty awesome, and I think I'm probably going to buy one.
There you go.
I'm like pretty sold on it just from the little bit that we put through it. Like,
yeah,
ergonomics are great. I thought the height over bore would be an issue, that the recoil would be bad. It's not. The slide release lever is ambidextrous, and I mean, you barely touch it on any side.
It's smooth.
And it sends it home. I know you're probably going to cover that, but...
no, well, we're covering it. So my concern when I first saw that was that I was going to override it. Because I was like, hey, I love that it's ambi because I'm a lefty, for those of you who don't know. And most guns are just made with my people not in mind whatsoever. As some sort of mutant class that doesn't walk the planet with you right-handed people. And I saw that design, I was like, dude, I feel like everyone, lefties and righties, are going to override that, aka you're not going to go to slide lock on your last round of the mag, in which case you're going to have to power stroke your gun, yada, yada, yada. Hasn't happened. You haven't overridden it once. I haven't overridden it once in a couple of range days with that gun, and I quite like it. I think it's super cool.
For a striker fire gun, great trigger. And the whole trigger thing is like a weird argument because as the gun's recoiling, you should be letting the slack out, prep into that wall, breaking it as soon as that, right? Anyways, the other cool thing with this trigger, and there's no one over there, so no one get upset, but it doesn't stay trapped to the rear after you pull it, right? Like it just discharged around technically. It goes forward. So you can do dry practice with this, which is pretty cool, where a Glock trigger is going to stay to the rear.
Sure.
That may not seem like a big deal to a lot of people, but a lot of people do dry practice. We're clearly not those people. And the fact that you could manipulate the trigger fully and get good dry practice in is another check in the fleek box.
Super cool. The only counter argument to that would be you never know if you're hammered down on your gun.
Correct, but you should know the condition of your weapon at all times. Right?
I get it. I'm just saying if it's at a table at a range, no way to know.
Yeah, but that's on that person to pick it up, check.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm just saying. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I don't think there's an advocate for that, because it should be on that person to know the condition of that gun. Like if this was on a bench, I'd walk up and be like, oh, there's no ammo in here. Well, let's just double check. Oh, okay. Hey, we're good. We're empty.
I get your point.
We're good.
I get your point, dog. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's something that needs to be said, but
well, grip texture.
awesome.
It's super cool. It's super cool. So what do they call it? Performance duty texture, and it has small, medium, large back straps, by the way, so you can adjust that.
Yeah, right now
But
we got the medium.
it is it's unique. It's not like a stipple.
Can we zoom in on that?
It's not like a stipple. It's kind of its own thing, and I quite like it. It's almost the best way I can describe it. It's almost like a rubberized kind of texture.
See, I was thinking, rail scales?
Yeah.
They have that honeycomb pattern.
Okay.
I thought it was just a more sharper honeycomb texture because they are cut into like a honeycomb pattern.
I'd have to see the pattern, so I can't comment on that. But I do like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's super cool, a bit innovative. That's the grip texture. Trigger we talked about. I mean, the trigger is for a stock striker fire gun. That's probably the best stock striker fire trigger.
100%. Yep.
It's phenomenal. The wall is, you could power through it easily. There was one time we were shooting a little bit of distance earlier, and the whole let the gun surprise you when it goes off thing, which most instructors are going to tell you is kind of bullshit. Like, you need to be able to predict when your gun's going to go off. But hey, that is something you would tell newer shooters to help them reduce the risk of just throwing shots low. That gun actually surprised me when it went off earlier. I was like, damn, I was just creeping on it, and I wasn't thinking it was about to go off, and it went off. And so there is a wall there, but you can power through that wall pretty easily. But again, with a lot of time on that gun, you could run that shit out of that gun. You could run the shit out of that gun.
Yeah, I mean, there's one time when I was shooting too where like a torched off round was like, ooh, that might have been an ND. And
yeah,
like
safe direction, everyone.
Yeah,
at the
safe
target.
direction. I was at the target. I was coming up just prematurely, not unsafe by any means. So don't lose your shit in the comments.
Yeah.
But
MSRP $649.
fair.
I think it is more
Fair.
because there's so little that I need to do to it. You know what's another pretty cool thing that I thought, again, when people tell me this thing's great, there's this healthy skepticism in it. So I heard this and I was like, that sounds like some corny marketing shit. But basically what they do, instead of doing slide serrations that are cut into the slide, if you will notice on that slide, basically it gets wider right there.
Yeah.
So they add width to the slide for the serrations versus cut into the slide. So it's like literally around the serrations, it's swooped out, and it's these real meaty slide serrations, and they are meaty.
Yeah.
I mean, it's meat.
Yeah, there's no way you're missing that.
No, and I like it. One, aesthetically, I think they look nice. Two, they're very grippy for all your press checks and all that fun jazz. So it's pretty damn cool. A little bit of opinion from me. Factory iron sights suck. Who cares? Because if you're not running a red dot on that gun, you're just wrong. Like, it really, it's designed to be a red dot gun.
Just do
like,
better.
Treat it for what it's designed to be used for.
Ambidextrous mag release.
I was going to say mag release, I'm a fan of.
And you can switch it.
Yeah, and I like that it's got a little kind of cover around it to prevent, there's this little kind of ledge that goes around it.
Be that ledge right there.
That kind of prevents you from accidentally, ejecting a mag.
Or like if your palm hits it.
Yeah.
Like you could hit that with your palm while you're shooting. Yeah. Hopefully it's not going to.
Yeah, it's cool.
The mag.
I like it. Ergonomics, very nice. Just kind of final thoughts from me. Much like the Hellcat, when it was a case of, okay, everyone's telling me this thing's great, and I know you all had it before it's even launched, so what's the deal here? Skepticism of that gun for me, and I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, again, as someone who struggles to get away from Glock, I could definitely see myself buying this gun here, like, fairly recently, because, we got some red dot stuff we want to do in the future. That would be my red dot gun.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a phenomenal red dot gun. I think it's a phenomenal gun with a relatively entry price point.
Yeah.
What's the availability like? No clue. No clue. These things could be a bitch to find right now. I have no idea.
We were getting them fairly regularly in the store, and we had 4 on the shelf last Friday. Of different models, the full size, this size,
Yeah,
so.
Fortunately, look, the gun just came out, so hopefully there's still some opportunities to find it. In case everyone's wondering what's up with the Holostone 509T, we have a dedicated video where we'll be filming that inside of the next couple weeks. So we're not going to get into that red dot today. Just know we will have a dedicated video on that coming. So
my little caveat to that is I am quickly becoming a fan of that red dot.
It's interesting. Very interesting. That's about it.
The only con, I guess, would be with this dot, I mean, that's a pretty big footprint.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
This
Oh, yeah.
way, right?
For sure.
But I don't know. Other than that, like, I am pretty happy with this gun, and like I said, I'll probably end up buying one.
Yeah.
So
It gets a full-on endorsement from me, so that's
for whatever that's worth.
Yeah, a lot. It's worth a lot.
Oh, jeez.
All right, everyone, stay safe, stay in school. All the wear
Whatever.
summer's coming out. Wear sunblock. All that kind of stuff. Stay off the streets. All right, later, everyone.
Later.